Live from Orlando at CCA Florida headquarters, it's the 2020 edition of Star Search with your host, Captain Lisa Fitzgerald, and Star's right-hand girl, Skipper Amanda Carson. Tonight, enjoy special guests, live interviews, tips and tricks on how you can succeed in Star, and chances to win special prizes. Now, here's your host, Captain Lisa.
Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our ninth, can you believe it, our ninth episode of Star Search. And for so many weeks, we've been bringing you new information about the CCA Florida Star competition presented by Yamaha. And we are heading into week 3 of the competition. And the first weekend, as we know, started off with fireworks and 2 iHeartRadio tagged redfish caught during the competition by unregistered anglers who were not members. But we have also had thousands of other anglers participating in the competition who have submitted their catch entries for a shot at nearly $500,000 in prizes. And we want to share some of those photos, statistics, and more. But first, let me introduce my co-host, CCA's Regional Director of the Panhandle and our skipper, Amanda Carson.
Thank you, Lisa, and thank you to everyone tuning in to our weekly broadcast of Star Search. The first weekend of competition was heartbreaking, and as we're seeing a pattern from years past of anglers not being members and not registered for the competition when they catch a tagged redfish. We hope tonight will encourage you to get registered if you haven't already, because Star is not just about catching a tagged fish, it's about making every fish you catch count. Now, a lot of people are tuning in and already know the drill. This is a live stream, which means we want it to be interactive and we want to hear from you. So I've seen a few people already say hello, like Mike and Corinne and Reggie and Jeremy, Alex, thanks for tuning in again. We love seeing you guys come back week after week, and you already know the drill. You know we're going to give away a prize at the end of the night for those who like, comment, and share on this Facebook Live video. We're going to draw the winners at the end of this live broadcast. So we have a lot of updates and information to share on tonight's show, but before we get into that, let's see some photos from some participants. We do want to see your photos, so please send us your photos, videos, or written testimonials to info@ccaflorida.org. And if we use it in a show, we're going to send you a Star Prize pack. So let's see some photos that were sent in. This is Megan. She's 8 years old, and she landed a 39-inch snook and has been having a great time fishing the Star competition, trying to win a college scholarship. So thanks, Megan, for sending us that photo. And then we have a sailfish jumping in What we like about this photo, Lisa, is that he's wearing a CCA Star shirt that you can clearly see. So thanks for repping CCA Star. We love seeing these photos, so remember to keep sending them in to info@ccaflorida.org. Winning in Star is not just about catching an iHeartRadio tagged redfish or a tagged dolphin. So Lisa, can you give us a brief overview of the Star competition one more time?
Well, thank you so much, Amanda. And, thank you to our sponsors, because we couldn't put on Florida's largest family fishing competition without the support of our sponsors. As you know, they are the reason that we have nearly $500,000 in prizes. It's not just boats in the iHeartRadio tagged redfish division. We have boats in most of our other divisions, as well as Hummingbird product, Minn Kota. We have things from Realtree and Academy. We have a Saltmarsh skiff. We have a Carolina skiff. We have a Piranha boat. So there are so many different things to share with everyone. But let's talk about the Star competition briefly. Star is a catch photo competition with nearly 100 days of fishing and close to $500,000 in prizes. And as we mentioned, in the signature iHeartRadio tagged redfish division, we have 167 tagged redfish that are across the coastal waters of Florida. And all of those fish have been put into the waters, as we know. Some of them have already been recaught. But your best opportunity to recatch a tagged redfish is going to Charlotte County, which is a destination county, and they have 8 total tagged redfish. Brevard County has 8 total tagged redfish, and Citrus County has a total of 8 redfish as well. All of those counties all have had multiple fish recaptured in their areas, and both Charlotte and Citrus County have winners coming from their county. But most importantly, I want you to remember that every fish you catch can be entered in the Star competition for a shot at winning any of those great prizes. There's a total of 17 divisions with inshore and offshore species. There's even a lionfish division. It is not about the biggest fish that wins. In most of the divisions, we do a random drawing. Please remember, you must use your official West Marine Star measuring device. As you see, some of these photos have been submitted without the measuring device. Those I'm going to enter in the fun fishing photo competition, but you can pick up the device at your local West Marine store or visit our website at ccaflstar.com to find your nearest location. Entering your catch is simple. You just take a photo and have the nose of the fish facing the 0 line, as this guy did here. What a lucky angler, he caught it on a fly. So please remember that you must have the official measuring device. You want to submit it through the Star smartphone app. The 2020 tag for this year is orange. And as you can see on the top of the measuring device, you will be able to know that through the colors that are on the device. Remember, the nose of the fish must face the 0 line. Amanda, did I forget anything?
Well, you sure covered a lot, and we will get into a little bit more this evening. But I do want to remind everyone that we are having a question and answer segment at the end of this broadcast. So please type your questions into the comments section on Facebook, and we will try our very best to answer them at the end of the show. But remember, sometimes we can't see you if you have a high privacy setting on Facebook. So if we don't get to your question because we couldn't see it, you can always email info@ccaflorida.org. And remember, if you visit the ccaflstar.com website, you could also answer a lot of questions for yourself. Now, Lisa, yesterday we had a tagged redfish caught in the panhandle by a non-registered angler. We're going to show you a picture of the fish. So far we have had a total of 4 tagged redfish recaptured, but only 3 actually during the competition because 1 was before the competition started. And tonight there's some information that we're going to share about the tagged redfish, but we're also getting into the Silver King and Tarpon Hummingbird Tarpon division. So Lisa, what do we have to report today before we get into the tarpon?
Well, as you mentioned, Amanda, there have been a total of 3 2020 iHeartRadio tagged redfish that were caught. It has been just a challenge for these anglers to get themselves registered. I have to say, all of them, 2 of them were released. 1 of them was kept, as you can see here. So if you do catch a tagged redfish and you're not in the competition, please release it so that we have the opportunity to have other anglers that have their chance at a brand new contender. Pathfinder, Carolina Skiff, Hughes Redfish are all powered by Yamaha and sitting on a trailer. And you know that Pathfinder is maxed out with a brand new trolling motor on the bow, a Hummingbird electronics, and then a Talon shallow water anchor on the transom. If a youth angler catches one of those iHeartRadio tagged redfish, they will have their choice of a Salt Marsh Skiff 1656 with a 40 horsepower Yamaha sitting on a trailer. Those boats are also outfitted with a Minn Kota trolling motor, Hummingbird electronics, and a Talon on the transom. But I have got to remember to remind everyone you can't win if you're not a CCA member and registered in STAR. It's that easy. It's fun. And that's what STAR is all about. You catch a fish, you take a picture of it, and you submit it. And that has a potential to earn you some really great prizes. First of all, I want to let you know, because of that, already we're over 5,500 fish that have been submitted in the STAR competition. We have over 4,800 registered anglers who are fishing with us right now. And we have more than 635 5-gallon buckets of trash submitted into the competition. And Amanda, you had mentioned that we're going to be talking about the Hummingbird Tarpon division. And before I introduce my special guest tonight, I want to show everyone a video that gets us fired up about finding fish and how they can find them and get them submitted into the STAR competition.
Find the path to your next big catch with the incredible accuracy and detail of Hummingbird Coastmaster charts, designed specifically for nearshore and offshore fishing. You'll be armed with the tools you need to identify spots you know will hold fish and navigate there safely. Easily switch from sport fishing charts to nautical charts in seconds, or create your own custom view settings. Exclusive VX technology provides 5 customizable color palettes and fast map load times, so you can seize every moment on the water. To make your trip safer and more successful, Coastmaster gives you access to a wealth of data, including navigational aids and points of interest like marinas and artificial reefs, along with the speed and direction of currents and the height and direction of tides. Coastmaster brings proven features pioneered by Hummingbird to saltwater. 4 depth highlight options will keep you on fish, while red highlights alert you to shallow water. You can also synchronize depth contours and shorelines with current water levels, all so you can target productive water and put more fish in the boat. When you're ready to land your next trophy, trust Hummingbird Coastmaster to help you locate fish and navigate there and back with confidence.
Well, wow, what a great video. And, I want to introduce one of my special friends, a great friend of mine, Bill Carson. He's the field marketing manager for Hummingbird, Minn Kota, and Canon. And he's going to share with us a little more detail regarding Coastmaster and our Hummingbird Tarpon division. So welcome, Bill Carson.
Hey, how are we doing tonight?
Well, fantastic, Bill. I think you're doing a little better than we are, though, right?
Well, it's been a really special day because this little jewel right here won us the award this afternoon from ICAST, even though none of us could be there because of COVID. So we're excited to have one of the two items that we entered into the ICAST Awards category went in electronics, and actually our shallow water anchor won as well in boating accessories. So we're pretty excited tonight.
Well, fantastic.
Congratulations.
Wonderful. What a great accolade. And, you know, I've been looking at Coastmaster and really looking at it and looking at all of the wonderful benefits that it offers the offshore angler. And what a cool opportunity to utilize that product within the STAR competition. Now, what are we looking at here, Bill?
Well, this really doesn't have anything necessarily to do directly with Coastmaster, but let's say that you've used your Coastmaster and you're finding this hole. You know how tarpon like to set in a hole, and they'll typically set down in the hole facing into what was current coming above, and they're just waiting for the current to bring dinner to them, and they zip up and they hit whatever it is that's being brought over the top of them, whether it's one of your baits or it's live bait coming through the pass or wherever you happen to be fishing. So what happens is that you're in the case of this particular screen snapshot here, these came from Chris Britton, and Chris Britton is in 10 feet of water. If you were using your 2D sonar in 10 feet of water, first of all, a tarpon's not going to stay under your boat. But secondarily, in 10 feet of water, you're seeing maybe 3 feet of bottom on your 2D sonar. But with side imaging, as you can see here, Chris was looking at 81 feet on the port and 81 feet on the starboard side of the boat. So he could see when those fish were going by the boat. He could see which way the fish were going. In the case of this, you can see that both of the fish were going the opposite way that his boat was facing. Consequently, as they passed his boat, instead of continuing to cast in front of the boat, the angler could turn around and lob their bait behind the boat and have an opportunity to catch a fish that with 2D sonar, Lisa, they would never have seen. So utilizing that Coastmaster, finding where that ledge is, finding where that hole is, finding where that anomaly is in the ocean floor, and then utilizing the side imaging to find out exactly where those fish are and be able to put your bait in front of those fish is paramount at being able to win something like what Star is putting on here or any other tournament that's taking place.
Well, these are some really cool pictures, and you can really clearly see these screenshots, the tarpon that are in the water on the side in the side imaging, and where these fish are in relation to the boat. And that is what I love so much about the Hummingbird product, is that, man, you can really, fish don't have much of a chance when you have one of those on your boat.
Well, let's talk about this one right here. So this one right here, you know, what happens is that people don't realize the ability that they have utilizing their marine electronic as a tool. What you're getting here is you're getting a measurement. So if you see where the little circle is with the ruler on it, he's doing a measurement over to the right, underneath or just to the left of your CCA Star Yamaha deal. You can see that measurement is 31.5 feet from the boat. If you're in a 20-foot boat, it's more than a boat length out to the starboard side of the boat where these fish are located, and being able to know specifically that data, go over the fish. Or, you know, one of the things that I see guys do a lot is there'll be a wreck on the bottom, and I'll pick on someplace like Port St. Lucie. If you go outside the inlet and you hang a south, there's something out there called the bull shark. Lisa, you probably have been there before.
Many times catching big snook.
Yep, the bull shark. The bull shark is a barge that's turned upside down on the bottom. If I remember correctly, it's in like 50 feet of water. And if you were just going over it without having side imaging, all you're going to see is a relief as the boat passes over the top of it. You're going to see the relief of it come up off the bottom. But with side imaging, I could go past it with the side imaging, and I could take my cursor and move over and mark all four corners of that barge. And then I could set still and watch which way the wind and the currents moved me in relation to that barge that's on the bottom. And now I have the opportunity to utilize my Minn Kota trolling motor with spot lock, a virtual anchor, and move to the place that is down current or on the lee side of the water movement around that barge. And that's where the bait are going to hang, and that's where the fish are going to hang. And the opportunity to catch those fish increases greatly just utilizing those tools and understanding what those tools bring to the fisherman in terms of being in the right place at the right time from a technical standpoint.
You know, and that is so cool to be able to put into, you know, although it is a little technical, it really is awesome to put into that terminology so that anglers know how to utilize their devices and to set themselves up. And I can tell you, I have a Hummingbird, as you can see, Lo just put on there. We love ours. It is so cool to be able to utilize it and see how you can, like you said, maneuver the boat, set yourself up with your trolling motor, go past a dock and scan for us who fish more shallow than, you know, the big reefs and things offshore, but move past a dock and see that those fish have staged up either on, you know, the up current side or the down current side of that dock, and knowing where to present your baits really is a pretty amazing opportunity. And I'm so thankful that we have the opportunity to have you on here and to talk about this. Now, in order to, and we're talking about the Hummingbird Tarpon division, but in order to link your Solix or your Helix, now can you link your Helix to your Minn Kota?
As long
if it has the iPilot?
As long as you have a Helix unit that in the model of the unit, it has an N, as in Nancy. That means that it's networkable. That means that it has Ethernet capability, and the trolling motor linking to the unit, which is called iPilot Link, links to the unit via an Ethernet connection. So that trolling motor will have an Ethernet cord coming out of it. You'll run that Ethernet cord to your Helix, or you will run it to your Solix. And when you do that, you have the opportunity to command that motor, telling it what to do. So if you're a person who has a second station up top, a cobia tower on top of your T-top or something like that, you could put an iPilot Link Ultera motor on your boat, which is a motor that you can launch by pressing the button. And now you can launch that motor from my iPhone, from an app. I can control the motor from the unit itself. I can launch the motor and control the motor. Every waypoint that's on my Hummingbird unit, I have the opportunity to tell my trolling motor to go to that waypoint, and then what I want it to do when it does get to that waypoint. Or I can put the Coastmaster chart into my Hummingbird unit, which, by the way, Coastmaster only works with a Hummingbird unit. So I can put the Coastmaster into my unit, and now I have the opportunity to utilize the contours that are on the Coastmaster chart to control the motor. Let's say that I'm back in one of the creeks and I don't want to have to drive the boat, utilizing my little remote, turning it left and right and speeding it up and slowing it down. I can literally move my cursor over and pick the shore, what's called the zero line contour, and I can tell my trolling motor to follow the zero line contour plus however many feet I want to, up to 300 feet. So if I can cast my DOA bait 70 feet, I might want to be off the shore 70 feet. And so I just say, follow the shore, the zero line, 70 feet off of it, and I get to pick, do I want it to go this way or do I want it to go the other way? And once I pick that, my trolling motor is going to start taking me in that direction until I tell it to stop, or until my battery dies, whichever comes first. And all I have to do is stand up on the bow and make my cast to the shore, and make my cast to the shore, and make my cast to the shore. Catch my fish. If I catch a fish and I want to stop and stay right there, all I have to do is hit spot lock and stay there. If I don't like the speed that I'm going, I can slow my trolling motor down a little bit, and then I can hit this thing that looks like a dash, like a a speedometer deal on an old car, and that is my cruise control. So if I want to go 0.3 miles an hour, when I get my boat going 0.3 miles an hour on my sonar unit, I can hit that cruise control, and my trolling motor is going to speed up or slow down to stay 0.3 miles an hour. So
that is some incredible technology.
The thing is about Johnson Outdoors is that sometimes people say, oh, Johnson Outdoors, Hummingbird is a freshwater manufacturer. The water doesn't know whether it's fresh or the unit doesn't know whether it's fresh water or it's salt water. It all works exactly the same way. And when you look at what you can see with mega imaging for side imaging and down imaging, which agreeably it is in shallower water, you still have the ability to be able to see things that historically you could not see. And it puts you in a position to be able to catch fish more often than not. And that's the reason why we go on the pond in the first place. That's the reason why we align ourselves with someone like CCA Star. You guys do a great job of bringing people onto your little shows that you have, to talk to anglers at captains meetings, to talk to anglers at registrations. You guys do a great job with conservation. We applaud you for that. And that's why we want to be and are your partner for saltwater for CCA Star Florida, because of what you guys do.
Well, Bill, and we can't thank you enough, and nor can the participants thank you enough, because they are really vying for the opportunity. In almost every single division, we have a Johnson product, whether it is a Hummingbird unit, whether it's Minn Kota or a Talon. We have something in almost every one of those divisions, and we really want to thank you. If someone wants further information on Coastmaster, and just let me tell you, that Coastmaster covers all of the coastline for the United States. It's in one particular file, and it's only $149.99. So that is what it looks like right there. It's one little chip. It covers everything. You don't have to buy multiple chips. Just insert it into your Minn Kota, your Hummingbird product, and man, you're in like Flynn. And Bill, we thank you for taking the time with us tonight and sharing so much information. If they want to go buy this, where can they go and get it?
Well, you're going to see it in every major retailer. You're going to see it at West Marine. You're going to see it at Bass Pro Shops. You're going to see it at some of your local tackle shops. You're going to see it at your boat dealers. You're going to see it. You're going to see this Coastmaster pop up in a lot of places, because it is an incredibly powerful tool. Whether you fish in the Northeast, or you fish in Florida, or you fish in Louisiana or Texas, or on the West Coast in California, in Seattle, all of these places are all covered on this one chart for $149. So it's very powerful tool for those that are going outside in the salt water.
Well, thank you so much. And we so look forward to seeing you at our awards ceremony. And hopefully we'll be able to share with everyone how, they'll be able to share that they were able to find their fish with a Hummingbird product. And we can't tell you how much we appreciate it. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Everyone, take care. Everyone stay safe. Wash your hands.
Yep. Yeah. Well, thank you.
Get out of the pond and enjoy the pond. The big pond or the little pond. It's all a pond.
And get registered in Star.
There you go. Love it.
Fish the Tarpon division. Well, thank you. That was some great information. And, here are some submissions that we have from the Tarpon division. I want to share just a little bit of information. I know we talked a lot about the Hummingbird unit, but one fortunate angler will be drawn from the submissions to win a $10,000 prize package that includes a Hummingbird Solix 12 Mega SI with a Minn Kota Riptide Tarova with a Talon, and gift certificates from TH Marine, West Marine. You can go in there and buy your Coastmaster chip right then, and other great sponsors. So please see the rules on the official measuring device. There are special handling rules for the Tarpon division. As you can see, we will not and do not want you to remove that tarpon from the water. You can keep it in the water. You can release it as they have it in the net there. You cannot grab the tarpon by the gills. You don't want your hands in its eyes. Do not drag the fish up over the gunnels. Any of those will require the fish to be disqualified from the division. And so our regulations are much more stringent than the FWC regulations. And we do require, you will be polygraphed, that did you successfully resuscitate that fish and release it properly. So I do want to show a really quick video here from someone that won, one of our past winners. So if we could bring Devin up on the screen, he was our Tarpon Division winner, our Hummingbird Tarpon Division winner for 2018.
Hi, I'm Devin Lang. I'm a member of CCA, and tonight we're here in Sebastian, Florida, fishing the start of the 2020 Star Tournament. I love the Star Tournament. I fish it every year. It's my way of getting out on the water and spending time with family and friends. Something special about the tournament is you're not really dealing with the factor of time. It's a summer-long tournament, which makes it pretty stress-free. I'm not on the boat saying, hey, we got to get back and make sure we make weigh-ins at a certain time, or let's change fishing spots because, I want to fish somewhere for a little bit longer. Plus, on top of it, it's once you catch something, it's really easy to submit what you catch online. In 2018, actually two days before the tournament had ended, I was fishing with my parents, and I was able to get out in the morning, catch some live mullet. The tarpon bite was pretty hot. Jumped a couple, and then before long, we were able to get one up to the boat. My mom was so happy. She busted out our tournament ruler. We got the picture and submitted later that night. A few weeks went by, and I got an email saying I had won the Hummingbird Tarpon Division. I can't tell you or really put into words how excited I was. The prize package included what you see we're fishing here today, an autopilot trolling motor, super cool and awesome. I can spot lock this anywhere I want, hit my dock lines on a troll. It's got the autopilot. We also got a 10-foot power pole, a 10-inch Solix X Hummingbird depth finder, and a fishing trip with Florida Insider Fishing Report. One of the things that I'll always cherish is the awards banquet. CCA does a great job of hosting a beautiful banquet where you get to interact with local captains and members of CCA, of course, spilling fish stories. And it's a really good time. Before I hop off here, I want to say good luck to everyone in the 2020 Star Tournament. Thank you, CCA, Heavy Hitter Fishing Team, and all the sponsors that put together such an incredible tournament. And I'm really looking forward to attending the banquet this year. Now, let's see if we can get a bite.
Well, thank you, Devin. That was an awesome video that he put together for us. And if you are fishing anywhere inshore or offshore in Florida this summer, you have got to be registered for Star because there are some pretty great prizes to win. And again, we can't thank our partners enough. Bill, Hummingbird, thanks for joining us tonight. Our sponsors truly believe that Star has helped promote the future of our sport, the preservation of habitat, and conservation of our marine resources. Now, Lisa, he mentioned some prizes. When will those prizes be awarded?
Well, Amanda, as Devin was saying, he was looking forward to our awards ceremony, and that will be on October the 17th. We'll be presenting all of the awards to our winners. There'll be an open bar, delicious dinner, and awesome entertainment. And that's all presented by the Punta Gorda Englewood Beach Visitor and Conventions Bureau and Charlotte County. And so one of the things we really want to remind you of is the competition is still going on. It runs through October the 4th, and registration is open throughout the competition, so you can join anytime. You can download the app. It is the Star Tournament app. You can submit your pictures also through the ccafloridastar.com website. You have to have a measuring device in order to submit your photos. That is the 2020 West Marine official star measuring device. You can pick it up at all the local West Marine stores and other distribution locations, and those are available on our website. We do Star Search every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. We've got great information for you and lots of really cool stuff to talk about. So please follow us on Facebook. And again, be prepared for the Star Awards Banquet, again, October the 17th. Tickets will be available in September on our website. They're $50 for an adult and $20 for youth. And that includes open bar, dinner, and entertainment, as well as most of you that are going to win something.
And don't forget, the ccaflstar.com website has all of this information. All the up-to-date information and all the important dates will also be found on our social media channels. So follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. That's our best way to stay in communication throughout the tournament. We're going to be posting there first whenever a tagged redfish is caught, like we did yesterday. So be sure to follow us on Instagram and our Facebook page. We will be having a few important dates for CCA Florida as a whole. So every week, as Lisa said, is our Star Search each Wednesday at 8 p.m. Also, every Wednesday is our Winner's Choice Wednesday. That's when we sell 100 tickets for $20 each. At about 7 a.m. in the morning is when we open this up at ccaflorida.org. We have a little store tab. You can buy tickets for that. And then if you win, you get your choice of one of the amazing prizes. There's trips, guns, stand-up paddleboard, jewelry, coolers. There's a lot to choose from, and it's $20. Now, our exciting news that we have is we're doing our third Coastal Social. It's the Fish the Legend edition. It's happening tomorrow on Thursday, July 16th at 8 p.m. on Facebook Live. It's going to be over on our other page, the CCA Florida Facebook page. We're going to go live with a live auction. We'll have a silent auction that you can participate in from your couch at home. And it'll be a few days long, but it starts tomorrow. You can start browsing all of that information tomorrow morning as well. So be sure to tune in tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on our CCA Florida Facebook page, because we're also giving away the Maverick boat. We're still selling tickets until I think 4 p.m. tomorrow. But make sure that you get your tickets as soon as possible. They're only $25 each, or 3 for $60. And I mean, this Maverick is decked out. It is an amazing boat, and we're so excited to give it away to someone tomorrow. We're giving it away starting at 8 p.m. So make sure that you are in that drawing. So speaking of drawings,
Amanda, before we go to that, I want to remind and let everyone know that in the Coastal Social, if you have ever wanted to go fishing with me, we are going to be auctioning off a fishing trip with me on a beautiful 26-foot Pathfinder, and we'll be fishing out of Bradenton. So you can bid on that, bid on it, bid often. I really want to beat the fellas on this one. They've got Brian and Adam also doing fishing trips, but I really hope you guys will help me run my fishing trip up more than theirs. And I'll be throwing in adult beverages and a very gourmet lunch that I'll prepare the night before on my Traeger grill. So please, please, please bid on my fishing trip, and I'll take you fishing and we'll catch fish. But I have one more important announcement.
Mm-hmm.
And can we get that slide? Happy birthday, Amanda. We wanted, her birthday was yesterday, and we just wanted to say happy birthday and how much we appreciate you and all that you do for CCA, for the environment, for your friends, your family. Just a wonderful happy birthday to you.
Well, thank you. And I love that you picked that picture of me with the shirt on top of my head. It was a very hot day, everyone. I was trying to stay on.
It was so apropos. So happy birthday. And I think it's now time to draw the winner of tonight's raffle.
Well, thank you. And thanks to everyone behind the scenes. Our winners tonight are Travis Anderson, Summer Mayville Dearman, and Benny Gaines. Thank you for liking, sharing, and commenting on our Facebook Live video. We are going to get right into the question and answer. How about that?
Yes, I can't wait. I'm kind of excited to see what questions we might have.
All right. First up is from Tony. She said that she couldn't find the catfish or sail cat in the conservation division, so she put it in no catch. How do you handle that situation?
That is exactly correct. If you cannot find, when it's listed in other, if you can't find the species of fish that it is, just put it in no catch and it will still count for you.
Well done. That was an easy question to answer that. All right. I know Jason said that it's unfortunate that tagged redfish up in the panhandle wasn't released, and we encourage people to release them if they're not registered. It says it right on the tag, but ultimately,
yeah, he was fishing at night, and unfortunately an older gentleman put it in the cooler, didn't see it. I can tell you the previous fish that was caught in the panhandle was re-released. So there's still plenty of fish up there, and we're very excited to see more and more people releasing those tagged redfish. So thank you.
Alex said that he keeps his Star Search prize pack in the boat for good luck. Thanks, Alex.
Well, wonderful.
Corinne, the drawing is gonna. Good question, Corinne. If I could have some help from the backstage people, the live stream starts at 8 p.m. We're going to have some announcements and then the live auction, and I believe the raffle will be after that. So starts at 8 p.m., but it'll be a little bit after when the winner is actually drawn. So everyone tuning in, and if you've bought a Maverick ticket, have your phone on you because we're going to call you if you are the winner. Wait, I have a... Yep, that was correct. I got a message from the behind the scenes, and they were like, "Yep, all right, we're good."
How can you become a skipper? Well, Nick, first of all, you have such a cool dad, so it would be easy for you to become a skipper. We met your dad last Saturday. What a cool man. And I can see that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. We'll just have to figure out how we get you to become our skipper. Skipper, not our skipper.
It's a lengthy process. I think we only have room for one skipper on this boat, Nicholas. So
I cracked the whip pretty hard.
There's a test you have to take. It's pretty rigorous. So
well, Corinne, thank you for such a wonderful comment there. But I can tell you, we know you, and you're a past winner, and you've helped us in the past, and you are also an amazing individual yourself. So keep up all the good things that you do and the work that you do with the veterans.
She's a great volunteer for us.
Yes.
Brad said when Bill was on the screen, I saw this come across. He said, "Bill is so smart. I want to be like him when I grow up."
I just want to know half the stuff, Brad, that he knows about the Hummingbird unit and the Minn Kota so that I can get my unit to work like that. Man, I know it is helpful with it, and I've really improved my fishing skills because of those two technologies. But boy, if I only knew part of what he knows.
will do that. Adam is one of the CCA Florida employees, and we will tell him. Thank you.
Take a
Nick.
shower, Adam.
All right, our next question. Alex wants to know how you get tickets for the banquet.
So, Alex, you can go to the CCA Florida Star website in September, and tickets will be available on our event and also on the Facebook event. You can purchase tickets there also, and that will begin in September. Now, how you can win tickets is you become a first place winner, or you catch an iHeartRadio tagged redfish, and we give you complimentary tickets.
There you go. When is the next redfish release? I believe we have released all of them. Is that correct?
That is true, Amanda. All of the iHeartRadio tagged redfish are in the water. Every coastal county has on average 4, but please remember, I gave you that hint earlier in the show. Citrus County, Charlotte County, and Brevard County all have a total of 8 tagged redfish. So if you're planning to go to an area to catch them, please go to one of those counties because there are greater opportunities there than most. And Charlotte County last year had 2 winners. And the year before, in 2017, Citrus County had a winner. So please know that those counties have had lots of winners and lots of redfish caught in them.
Nancy said that she tried to do the no catch, but she still had issues when she was logging it.
You have to choose other and then move to no catch and keep the division as conservation. I know a lot of times those jump back and forth. We do have the app developer working to have catfish put back into the log. So hopefully that gets accomplished here shortly.
Okay. Alex wants to know if we can do Star Search even longer.
Well, Alex, we will continue Star Search, but it will not be probably weekly. We will try and do that every other week as we're winding down, but we will do what we call mini stars. So we will do mini Star Search where we do a Facebook Live update and let you know exactly what's going on. Has a tagged redfish been recaptured? Who is winning? What's happening? And then give you updates on different divisions.
Ed wants to know, why is it labeled no catch rather than miscellaneous?
I believe that no catch is what's available. I'd have to look through and see if there is a miscellaneous. It could be entered in either, which is no catch or miscellaneous, because we look at both of them. As long as it's in the conservation division and it truly is a fish, it will be entered in the drawing.
Yeah, and I think
Ed.
I think that question came when we were talking about the catfish. So I think that's what it was referring to as well. Has anyone caught a tagged mahi-mahi yet?
So Mike, there was a tagged dolphin mahi-mahi caught prior to the start of the competition in the lower Florida Keys. At this date, we have not had another caught in the competition. So that is a $10,000 prize package. That's $10,000 cash to the first CCA member who is a star registered angler to catch a mahi-mahi that is iHeartRadio tagged.
All right, I think that does it for about tonight's show. And remember, if you have a high privacy setting on Facebook, we may not have been able to see your questions, but you can also reach out to us at info@ccaflorida.org and send us an email with your question, and we'll try and answer it there. We hope you enjoyed learning about some of the different divisions in the STAR competition. If you've missed any shows, you can locate them on our YouTube channel and the STAR Facebook page. So make sure you join us next week for our next episode of Star Search. We're going to still update you throughout the competition, so don't go anywhere. And remember to follow us on social media. We may even go live while we're out on the water.
Well, Amanda, thank you. And thanks to everyone for watching. And remember that STAR is presented by Yamaha. So all of our boats are powered by Yamaha motors, and many of our prizes in our divisions are Yamaha motors. We want you to stay tuned next week for our next edition of Star Search. And remember one thing, anything, any fin is possible.